I don't deserve any of you. How the fuck? I don't deserve any of you, yo. I don't. Yo, dude, I'm so sorry, man. I come the cat server. Oh.
And they call me the Merc.
I don't think I'm part of cat server. Hold on 1 second. I don't. Oh, dude, I'm not part of a lot of Identity 5 servers. All right. We need to join Katz's server, though. How the fuck are we not part of Katz's server? How disrespectful I am.
I'm
sorry, he's gonna come into VC, he's gonna be loud as hell. He's gonna be like, what's up, guys? He's gonna be loud as hell as soon as he comes in his VC. Oh, he's here.
Yo,
Cat's out here talking.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on. Keep the game going. Keep the game going. But hold on. All right. So I got a disco. Oh, okay. So, here we go. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna answer this question one last time, and you literally can record this. Because I said almost a year ago, that I would never answer this question again. And I'm going to answer the question because Vile donated $5, okay? And they call me the Merc. What does pop them like Geisha's purple berry mean? Okay, I'm going to explain this, and I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Okay, so when I first wrote the song Call Me the Merc, all right, direct eye contact. Now I don't want anyone to tell me that as the original creator, as the content creator, as the writer of the lyrics, that I'm wrong. In the sense of like not morality, but like here's the intention of that lyric. So the intention of the lyric, pop Geisha's. First of all, it was supposed to be pop Geisha like a purple berry, but because I recorded it under my that was the only song that I've ever recorded under a blanket on my microphone. I wrote, I ended up saying it as pop Geisha like a purple berry. So what I meant by the lyric, and this is the truth, was that when you look at the game in high definition graphics, when you get like a heartbeat, it's purple. So earlier in the song, I talked about Spider, how her heartbeat will beat when it searches near me. So then when I was talking about Geisha being the cocky survivor, I pretty much was talking about the heartbeat, like your heart would explode. And so I would say, I'm going to pop Geisha like a purple berry, because when you look at the game in high definition graphics, the heartbeat is purple, okay? Now, I had help right in the video, like help, because you guys know I don't do video graphics and all that stuff. So we added a whole bunch of emojis because like low-key Geisha kind of hot. And so at first, like a bunch of people thought it was like a sex joke, and I thought it was kind of funny. Like I was like, all right, like we can run with that, but like that's not the intention. The intention is talking about Geisha's heartbeat, like talking about Violetta early in the game, how her heartbeat will search near me, and then bringing it to Geisha and being like, I'm gonna pop you like your heart's gonna explode, like I'm gonna make you nervous when you're around me because I'm the mercenary and I'm scary. And so some people, so the original comment was, why are you talking about popping Geisha's cherry? And I'm like, that's not the lyric. That's not the lyric. The lyric has nothing to do with that. It has to do with popping Geisha's Purple Berry, which was like the heartbeat. And you know, and if you guys have listened to my music, if you like listen to my demi song, instead of talking about alcohol, I call it a potion. So I like try to use like creative wordplay. And so, 1 second, cats. I'll be right back. I'm trying to talk to my live chat.
Love you. I just want to say I love you.
I love you too, boo boo.
You better.
So, of course I do. So that lyric is and so that lyric is literally about squashing the heartbeat. So then like the stuff came out about it being sexual, like, oh, like you popped her berry, and I was like, oh, that's kind of creative too. Like I'm a very perverted person. I make sex jokes all the time. But that wasn't the intention of the lyric. So I went on record and I was like, this has nothing to do with popping Geisha's fucking purple cherry or purple berry or nothing like that. I talked about this on Twitch, and then it started getting into the whole like, all right, now you're talking about her cherry and womanizing her, and I'm like, I put the fucking lyrics. It didn't say cherry. And then it morphed into this whole like, well, this is this like racist connotation. And so I reached out to a few of my colleagues, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, because this has got to do with the heartbeat. And I've never even heard, like, people use the purple egg what is it? The eggplant emoji for male genitalia. So I was like, when I first heard it, I thought it was actually kind of funny, because the whole emoji thing, how like people like contribute like emojis to certain things. But I also, so then like so it started changing, and as I started correcting people, the stuff started changing with it. And it was no longer the cherry. Then it turned into to the original lyric, and then it turned into one thing, and I'm like, holy shit, man! Like, I fucked up. Like, I wish I didn't put the emojis in there, because, you know, I put the emojis because I always joked around about how Geisha was pretty, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fucking heartbeat. It was like a built up from a former lyric, where the lyric with Violetta was the lyric about Violetta was about her heart would beat stronger when she searches near me. And then I built it up later in the song in terms of like, I'm gonna squash it, like your heart's gonna explode. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And so I talked about this. This was talked about a year ago. This was like settled, and then people would bring it up over and over and over again, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, listen, I'm a perverted person, and I've admitted my fuck ups. I have gone on YouTube and apologized to people where I've overstepped my boundary, but I'm like, that's not what the lyric means. The lyric is about the fucking heartbeat and compare it to a purple berry, like, and people are like, oh, like that's racist. I'm like, how the fuck is this racist? This is the last time I'm acknowledging this. The last time. I said this a year ago. It's the last time I'm acknowledging this. So record it. Take it down. I'm the original creator of the lyrics. I have no problem admitting if I mess up. I have no problem saying I messed up or I didn't. That's not, the lyric is about the heartbeat. I wish the emojis weren't there, but I mean, Geisha's fucking pretty. I'm sorry. That's it. Holy shit. I have people like fucking, like there's like a group of like 10 people that do nothing but harass me. It's literally the same 10 people. Relax. Like literally, like we gotta stop fucking doing this in this community. Holy shit. All right.
Working.
Yeah, so chat, by the way, thank you for the nice comments. Yeah, so I wanted to finally address that. This shit got squashed a year ago. Literally got squashed a year ago, got brought up again about the fucking lyric, and it's like, holy shit, like, relax. Like, unfucking-believable. Like, there are actually realistic things that are occurring that are very important. And when we as a community do nothing but call everything racist, transphobic, homophobic, anything that's phobic, it takes away from the real issues. If you follow my Instagram, not really I fucking hate Twitter. I don't do it. We talk about these issues. We talk about Black Lives Matter. We talk about all of these issues. We talk about, I show pictures of me at drag events and pictures of me trying to advocate for LGBTQ plus, rights and stuff. When people throw those words around, right, there's two things that I think of. One, you're a red pill troll and you're just fucking trolling to rile people up and you actually don't give a fuck. Or the second thing, where you're inappropriately going after folks for no reason at all, or very little rather, and you're distracting from the real issues that are happening. There are parts of this country in the United States that I'm afraid to bring my girlfriend into this country into. So when I accept a medical contract, I have to worry about the environment around it, because I'm like, well, what happens if I bring Dari into this country? Is her and I safe here? I have literally, I swear to God on my dead grandfather's soul, you guys know I am a Christian. I swear on God, I swear on Jesus, I swear on everything. I have literally been told by medical professionals, when I tell them, hey, I got an offer of a contract in this part of the country, and they'll be like, you need to be very careful. I know you and your girlfriend, and she may not be safe there. So there are real fucking issues. And when you start throwing around stupid shit to get the community to like your Instagram or to propel yourself, and you start this riled shit up, you're distracting from the real shit, which makes me think that you actually don't give a fuck about any of it. And honestly, I haven't responded to this shit in over a year. And I have to respond to it a year later. That's how pathetic this is. So for once and for all, in the past where I've admitted my mistakes, the lyric is about the heartbeat. And it's prefaced by the spider foreshadowing towards the Geisha line in regards to, I'll make your heart beat when you search near me. And then we get to the Geisha and I talk about how I'll pop your purple berry. I'll pop that heartbeat that's lit for some fucking reason that's purple in high definitions. And in all my other songs, I define things with imagery, like with the barmaid song that's going to be coming out, instead of calling it alcohol, I call it a potion. Like, that's the thing that I do. That's my way of describing things within my artistic expression. And I wouldn't be as I'm kind of frustrated because the shit got like quelled a year ago, and I got to bring it back up because people will do anything for likes. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, all right, so I'm not fucking responding to this again. So record it. Like, this is the last time. I said this a year ago, and I fucked up, and I'm here. It's okay. Like, don't worry. Wait for my next few songs. I got worse shit in there. That's something you can yell at me for. Yo, I got a good song that's gonna get me in trouble. It's fine. That's the one to get me for. Again, the thing is that I've talked about this for over a year ago. If this is the first time that it's I'd get it. I'd be like, all right, let's talk about this. But this shit got settled over a year ago, and we're bringing it back up. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. And again, I have no problem admitting when I fuck up. Do you think, right? Do you actually think that I can make sure that I protect every identity, every culture, every single thing within the things that I say? And I know, of course I can't. Of course I can't. So there's going to be times in my career where I got to look back at myself and be like, I could have done better. But with that, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This is about the heart. Like, we're done talking about this now. All right, we good, chat? Are we good? Are we good? Oh, God, I love you fucking people.